music was pumping, everyone was dancing, and then suddenly, chaos. People were pushing and shoving, trying to make their way towards the exits.
We have to head out immediately.
Milo, wait,
There's no time. We need to go, now.
That was my prom night. It was a disaster, and it was all my fault. Hey everyone, it's Jenna. If you want to hear about my crazy story, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I grew up in a small town in the Midwest, where life was slow and predictable, but I've always been the kind of person who likes to push boundaries and have a little fun. My parents were pretty strict when it came to homework and other boring stuff, while all I wanted to do was explore the world and play outdoors with the boys. And it paid off when I got a cute teddy bear as a gift from Milo, my crush. I love that bear more than anything in the world. But eventually, Milo and I grew apart. He wanted to play video games with the boys, while I still wanted to swim in rivers and explore nearby caves. But I had Teddy, my partner in crime. Even my parents had to get special permission for me to bring my Teddy to class, or else I'd throw a major tantrum. Life was amazing, but things changed when Layla, stepped into my second grade class.
Look at her. She's still carrying a teddy bear like a baby. Did you forget your pacifier?
I kept my cool, but once she even went as far as cleaning the whiteboard with my Teddy. After that, I decided to put it away. I never told my parents what happened with Layla. In fact, they were happy I wasn't obsessed with my Teddy anymore. All they cared about was how good my grades were. You failed yet another exam. But Mom, I was studying really hard. I guess the teacher doesn't like me. Maybe I should have gotten her a birthday present.
Come on, be responsible, Jenna.
I wanted to prove to Mom and Dad that I could be responsible, so I decided to please them with a bunch of chores while they were away at work. I started with attempting dishes, then vacuuming the living room, but I was left with broken plates and tangled curtains. Talk about a productive day. It's okay, Jenna. You still have a chance to prove yourself. Let's open the books now. Time to prove yourself. Oh no! Panicked, I scrambled to clean up before my parents got home. But just then, I heard the screeching of car tires outside. My heart dropped as I realized they had come home early and would see the mess I'd made. As they walked in, I quickly pretended to be studying. How many bones does the human body have? 0. Is the earth flat? Duh, if it was round, people living on the other side would fall off. I turned around to see my parents staring at me in disbelief. I tried to pretend like I hadn't noticed them coming in. Hey, Mom, Dad, you're home early.
What happened here?
I was trying to but today's been a really bad day. But like you said, it's all part of life.
Unbelievable. Jenna!
I just wanted to have fun, and my teenage years were wild with my inseparable twin troublemakers, Sarah and Samantha. They were the ones who introduced me to the world of sneaking out and partying. Looking back, I realized how silly it all was. Like when we decided to skip school and try having a DIY spa day, they wanted to do it at my house, but I knew the wrath of my parents and how strict they were. Trust me, my parents can sniff out trouble from a mile away. We'll be safer at your house. We tried a homemade oatmeal and honey face mask, but it turned out to be a sticky disaster. We looked like we were attacked by a swarm of bees and spent hours cleaning up. It was not the relaxing spa day we had hoped for. Little did we know, that lesson would come in handy sooner than expected. And the next day, we decided to have a bonfire party in their backyard, but the flames quickly got out of control. After trying water and dirt, we had an unexpected solution: a bag of oatmeal. It was strange, but it worked. As we stood there, covered in ash and oatmeal, we couldn't help but laugh. But the twins' parents didn't laugh at all, especially given that their rose garden caught on fire. I was devastated when their parents called mine, and even more so when they forbade me from ever seeing my friends again. The fact that their father was a lawyer and threatened to sue my parents because I damaged their property only added to the seriousness of the situation. It was as if my world had been turned upside down.
You were supposed to be in school. Is this the first time you're sneaking out like this? Unbelievable. We are so disappointed, Jenna.
Can I go back to my room?
You are grounded until further notice.
What about prom?
We'll see about that.
Only if you behave well. Prom was only a few weeks away, and I had been dreaming about it for years. From now on, I had to be on my best behavior. In the days that followed, I tried to make amends by texting Sarah and Samantha, but I never received a response. I couldn't help but wonder if they had blocked me. I knew that they had moved to another country shortly after the incident, and I wondered if they held me responsible. I was heartbroken. I missed the twins terribly, but when I saw Milo, my childhood crush, in the school's hallway, I went to talk to him, hoping we could hang out like we used to, but he was busy with the boys. Meanwhile, my nemesis Layla was getting asked to prom by 5 different guys, each trying to outdo each other. I couldn't help but roll my eyes at how cheesy they were being. Layla seemed to be enjoying all the attention, but I couldn't help but feel bad for the guys. It was like they were all competing for her affection, and it was obvious that she had no interest in them. That's not nice.
Oh, look who it is. The girl who never gets asked to prom.
Of course, Layla was still the same brat she was when we were kids. But she was right. I was still dateless and feeling pretty hopeless. One day, in combined class, I was scribbling notes in my notebook when my phone popped up with Milo's name. My heart skipped a beat. Was he asking me to prom? I tried to act cool, but my hands were shaking. I couldn't believe it. Milo, my forever crush, was asking me to prom. But as I opened the message, it wasn't the love declaration I was hoping for. Instead, it read, "Can you pass me a pencil?" Silly me. And to make matters worse, I accidentally passed him a pen instead of a pencil. Smooth move, Jenna. Real smooth. But my embarrassment didn't end there. Just as I was daydreaming about my prom night with Milo, him looking fabulous in a bold red suit and tie, him making me dance like in a fairy tale, hold me close and never let me go, Milo. You do realize you're drooling, right? It's sad that you can only have him in your dreams. Oh, I was just practicing my drooling for when I see you in that dress you've been talking about. You know, the one that's always out of stock because everyone wants to look like a glittery potato sack. Layla scowled at me and didn't say anything for the rest of class. I thought that would be the end of it, but the next day, the principal called me into his office. Apparently, Layla had told him that I had started a rumor about her and spread it all around school, and my parents were called.
That's it. No prom for you.
What? That's not fair.
We warned you, Jenna, only if you behaved well, and you didn't. Once again.
I was devastated. The next day at school, I heard someone calling my name. I turned around to see Milo running toward me, a big smile on his face.
Hey, Jenna, wait up. Thanks for the pen.
What pen? Oh, yeah, sure. No problem.
So, I heard you got into a fight with Layla because of me?
Of course she told him. I should have known she'd blabber about it to everyone.
Hey, do you want to go to prom with me?
Was this really happening? I tried to play it cool, but I couldn't help myself. Yes! A million times yes! I'm so excited! But suddenly, I felt something warm.
You okay?
Hey, can you quickly take off your shirt?
My shirt? Why?
Wearing your boyfriend's shirt is the latest fashion trend. And I just want to be trendy, you know? To my relief, Milo smiled at me without asking further questions. Yes, I had just peed a little in excitement in front of my crush. I definitely felt embarrassed, but I didn't care. I was going to prom with Milo, and nothing could bring me down. I spent the rest of the day in a haze, trying to come up with a plan. Since I wasn't allowed to go to prom, I couldn't ask Mom to take me shopping for my dress. So I snuck into my mom's closet and searched through her old dresses until I found one. It was a multicolored dress from the 80s. I loved it. I hurried out of the house through my bedroom window so my parents wouldn't see me. It was supposed to be the night of my dreams. But as they say, life doesn't always go according to plan. And boy, was that an understatement for what happened on my prom night. It all started when Milo showed up wearing a Hawaiian shirt, cargo shorts, and flip-flops. And he wasn't driving a limo. He was picking me up with his bike. I couldn't believe it. I tried to hide my disappointment, but I knew it was written all over my face.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. As soon as we arrived at the ballroom, my dress got caught in the bike wheel and ripped apart. Oh no, Mom's gonna kill me. Milo quickly ran to a classroom to find a stapler and stapled my dress back together, but he made it look like a patchwork quilt. We walked into the ballroom and everyone was looking at my dress. I suddenly felt a little embarrassed. I went to grab my lipstick, ready to dance the night away, when I felt something soft and furry inside my bag, something I hadn't felt in years and definitely hadn't brought with me. I looked down to see my childhood teddy. OMG, I carried the wrong bag. I quickly tried to hide him, but it was too late. Everyone had already noticed and were laughing hysterically. I wanted to crawl into a hole and disappear. It was just like being 7 all over again. Just then, Layla passed by me with her group of friends.
Oh, little Jenna never grew up. What a baby.
You kept Teddy all these years?
It almost looked like he was about to cry when ring! My phone started ringing. Oh no, she's gonna kill me.
Jenna, where are you? Your dad just went to kiss you goodnight and found your bed empty.
As my mom continued her lecture over the phone, I felt suffocated, and just as she was about to launch into another tirade, something outside the window caught my eye. A man, dressed in all black and carrying a flashlight, was sneaking into one of the nearby houses. Oh my god, someone's being burgled!
Is this another one of your...
I immediately sprang into action. There was an emergency exit-only door nearby, and without thinking twice, I ran through it. Little did I know that the loud alarm would go off, causing the entire school to panic.
We have to head out immediately.
Milo, wait,
There's no time. We need to go, now.
he was right. There was no time. As Milo gathered around with all the students outside, I chased after the burglar, shouting for help. Soon enough, other people joined in the chase, and together we were able to get him and call the police. As we were waiting for the police to arrive, I couldn't help but feel a mix of emotions. I was relieved that no one had been hurt and that the burglar had been caught, but I knew my actions had just caused prom to be canceled.
So, you kept Teddy all these years?
I did. You forgot me, but I never forgot you.
My bad. I missed you, Jenna. And I'm feeling blessed now. I wish we could slow dance. I can't believe prom is canceled.
And I can't believe you saved my family from a burglar.
What? That was your house?
Yes, I owe you one, Jenna. Thank you so much. You are a gem of a person. Does this mean we're not enemies anymore? I guess so. When Milo dropped me off at home, I felt nervous about facing my parents. I knew they were going to be mad at me for sneaking out to prom. Mom, Dad, I'm so sorry for everything. You were right.
Is this my dress?
So funny story. Just as my mom was boiling up like a tea kettle, Milo intervened. He told my parents how I'd saved Layla's house. They might not have believed him, but then my principal called my parents and told them everything. My parents were shocked, but for the first time, I also saw how proud they were of me. It wasn't easy, but they eventually forgave me for my mistakes. I promise, I'm gonna be more responsible and more careful from now on. But just as I was about to bask in my newfound maturity, I'm sorry, Mom, but don't worry, I'll fix it.
Oh, please, let it be. I can handle it. Just bubble wrap yourself and sit in the corner.